Hello, and thank you for joining us today for the Class of 2021 Tennessee Promise College Meeting webinar. My name is Amanda, and I am with tnAchieves, which serves as the partnering organization to the Tennessee Promise Scholarship. As you know, tnAchieves has served as your main point of contact throughout your eligibility with Tennessee Promise, and we will continue to support you as you pursue and maintain college enrollment. Most of the information that you have received prior to today has been focused on Tennessee Promise eligibility requirements prior to your first semester in college, but as of today, all of you are college freshmen. Congratulations. A majority of the scholarship, you will be a college student. So today's webinar will highlight the Tennessee Promise scholarship requirements as a college student and what is going to be required of you to maintain scholarship eligibility while you are enrolled at your Tennessee Promise eligible institution. At the conclusion of today's webinar, you will be required to complete a brief survey on tnAchieves Connect, which is the virtual platform that you are currently on. You must watch the webinar to its entirety and complete the survey to receive credit for viewing this webinar. Your viewing attendance will be automatically credited in our system. I encourage you to take notes throughout today's webinar. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. Just to recap for the mandatory webinar that you viewed in the spring, Tennessee Promise is a last dollar scholarship that funds the remaining tuition and mandatory fee balance after state and/or federal scholarships and grants have been applied to your financial aid account. Tennessee Promise covers the tuition and mandatory fees only, so the scholarship will not cover the cost of books or any fees that are considered non-mandatory by your institution. It is also important to note that the scholarship is applied directly to your financial aid account by your college financial aid department. If a student continues to meet all eligibility requirements, Tennessee Promise funding is available for up to 5 consecutive semesters at a community college or eligible four-year institution for their associate's program, 8 consecutive trimesters at a TCAT, or until a terminating event, such as graduation or transfer to a non-Tennessee Promise institution has occurred. There are several requirements that students must meet in order to maintain scholarship eligibility as a college student. The first requirement is that you must meet is to maintain a full-time status each semester. At a community college or eligible four-year institution, students must be enrolled in a minimum of 12 credit hours. TCAT students must be enrolled in a full-time program. If you fall below full-time status at any time, your Tennessee Promise eligibility will be terminated. It's also important to note that you must attend a Tennessee Promise eligible institution for continuous semesters in order to maintain scholarship eligibility. The next requirement that you must meet is that you must maintain at least a 2.0 GPA at the end of each academic year if you attend a community college or eligible four-year institution. TCAT students must maintain satisfactory academic progress each trimester. Students must also complete and submit at least 8 hours of community service prior to each term enrolled. You just submitted hours for the fall 2021 deadline, which was July 1. You can now begin volunteering for the spring 2022 deadline, which is going to be December 1st, 2021. Any hours volunteered between July 2nd, 2021 and December 1st can be used for the spring 2022 deadline. We encourage students to volunteer locally. Give back to the community that has shaped you. Many students volunteer at animal shelters, food pantries, community outreach agencies, and for other community events. You can also job shadow in your field of study to earn service hours. Another option that is available to students to help you earn hours is to watch one of tnAchieves' virtual community service webinars, which are available on our website, tnAchieves.org. Students can earn 1 hour of service for each webinar watched, and there's currently over 20 webinar options available. This is a great way to earn hours and also to gain insight into specific industries and fields. It's important to note that you can only view each webinar one time. If you wish to pursue a virtual community service opportunity, visit tnAchieves.org to view these offerings at any time. Remember, community service is a two-step process. You must volunteer at least 8 hours of service and then submit them to Tennessee Achieves using our online community service form by the deadline. The form can be found in the upper right-hand corner on any page on our website, tnAchieves.org. You will receive a confirmation email after submitting your hours, so I strongly encourage you to hold on to that confirmation email for your records. We encourage you to be proactive and to begin volunteering now. Do not wait until the last minute to complete this community service eligibility requirement. And remember, the next deadline that you must meet is to complete and submit 8 hours of community service no later than December 1, 2021. And that is for spring 2022 eligibility. The final eligibility requirement that you must meet is that you will be required to refile your free application for federal student aid, your FAFSA, when the 2022-2023 application becomes available on October 1st. As a reminder, the FAFSA serves as the main financial aid application for state and federal scholarships and grants. For Tennessee Promise eligibility, you must file the 2022-2023 FAFSA by February 1st, 2022. Remember, the 22-23 application will not be available until October 1. And again, that deadline to file the 22-23 FAFSA is February 1st, 2022. The FAFSA should be a familiar application for you, as you did file your 2021-2022 FAFSA last year or earlier this year in order to maintain your Tennessee Promise scholarship eligibility. To file your 22-23 FAFSA, you will need to obtain the FSA ID that you created prior to filing your 2021-2022 application. Just a reminder, the FSA ID is your electronic login for FAFSA applications. It's also how you sign your FAFSA once it has been completed. Remember that you did create your FSA ID prior to completing your 21-22 FAFSA, and your parent or guardian also created an FSA ID for themselves. If you have misplaced your FSA ID or you do not remember your information, you can visit fsaid.ed.gov prior to attempting to file the 22-23 FAFSA and go through the forgot username or forgot password steps to obtain your information. Again, the website to obtain your FSA ID information if it has been misplaced is fsaid.ed.gov. Once you have your FSA ID information, you will simply go to fafsa.gov and select the returning user option. You'll be prompted to log in using your FSA ID information. And once you are logged in, you will select that you want to file the 22-23 FAFSA. This FAFSA is going to be based on student and parent 2020 tax year information. So please make sure that you are prepared with you and your parent and guardian's 2020 tax information. In the finances section of the FAFSA, there will be an option for you to link your FAFSA to the IRS website to electronically pull tax information onto your FAFSA. We do strongly encourage you to attempt to utilize the IRS data retrieval tool if possible, because it will save a lot of time when filing your 22-23 FAFSA. If you are unable to utilize the IRS data retrieval tool, you will manually enter the requested tax information as it is listed on your taxes. When you file the 2022-2023 FAFSA, you must list the college that you are planning to attend for the fall 2022 semester as your first college choice on the FAFSA. As the college choices for the 22-23 FAFSA is for the 22-23 academic year. After successfully submitting your FAFSA, you will receive a confirmation of submission from Federal Student Aid via email. Again, hold on to that confirmation for your records. Again, the FAFSA is the main financial aid application, and it's an extremely important document that you must complete in order to qualify for any scholarships or grants. We strongly encourage you to complete your 22-23 FAFSA as soon as it becomes available on October 1st, as there are some scholarships and grants that you could receive that are going to be awarded on a first come, first served basis. So the sooner you file your FAFSA, the better your chances of potentially getting additional scholarships and grants. Remember, you must complete the FAFSA by February 1st, 2022 for Tennessee Promise eligibility. Be proactive and file your FAFSA early. We encourage you again to file it as soon as it opens on October 1st. If you do need assistance while filing your FAFSA, please reach out to tnAchieves. We are happy to help. An additional benefit of the scholarship is the support that you receive as a Tennessee Promise student. You each have been paired to work with a tnAchieves mentor that you began working with in the spring. Mentors serve as an additional resource to you as you transition from high school into college, and they continue to serve as a resource for you as you begin and pursue college. You engage with your mentor through tnAchieves Connect, which is the virtual platform that you are currently on now. Your mentor is volunteering their time to help support you, so utilize your mentor when you have questions or when you need assistance. We also encourage you to check in with your mentor by sending a simple message through Connect to keep them up to date on how your semester is going. Utilize your mentor as the resource that they are volunteering to be. In addition to your mentor, you also have the entire tnAchieves staff as a resource. You can get in touch with us by simply replying to any email or text message. We will continue to email you each Monday with information pertaining to Tennessee Promise, so make sure that you are checking those emails regularly. If your contact information changes at any time, you must let us know. It is important that you receive and read our emails and text messages, as it could relate directly to your scholarship and eligibility. If you miss an important email, it could impact your scholarship. So please keep us in the know if we need to update your email or phone number at any time. You also have access to tnAchieves Complete coaches, and they are available to all students to help answer questions and provide support. To reach a Complete coach, just simply respond to an email or text message from tnAchieves, and someone will be there to help you. You can also follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. So make sure that you follow us. We do utilize social media for reminders and updates relating to scholarship requirements and deadlines. We also have a tnAchieves blog that you will find on our website, tnAchieves.org. Our blog is updated regularly with helpful tips, including checklists and resources that you can utilize to help you succeed in college. Now that we have discussed all of the Tennessee Promise eligibility requirements and benefits to being a Tennessee Promise student, it's also important to highlight some points that could help you be successful while you are enrolled in college. Enrolling in college is a great accomplishment, but ultimately our goal is to complete and graduate with our degree or our credential. Some of you may currently be undecided in your major, and that is perfectly fine. Now is the time to be exploring what interests you. This will help you to determine what you want to major in and where you want your degree or skill to lead you. Regardless of your major or your intended area of study, your college does have an academic plan for you that you should be following each term. If you are attending a TCAT, your college automatically places you in the correct courses for each term for the program that you are enrolled. If you are attending a community college or a four-year institution, it is your responsibility to meet with your advisor and make sure that you are taking the correct course when registering for your classes. Spring 2022 registration will open later in this semester, so make sure that you check your emails regularly for registration information from your college. Not only will meeting with your advisor help you stay on track for a faster graduation, but it will also help you to clearly see your progress and the milestones and classes that you have left to complete. Some of your colleges may also have degree planning tools that you can use online that will help you better understand your academic plan, as well as what you could pursue as far as a career once you graduate. If you're interested in pursuing a four-year degree after completing your associates, talk with your college advisor about the transfer process for your academic field to make sure that you are on track to have your transfer credits. Many community colleges have transfer agreements with universities that can help make the transition seamless. If you have questions at any time, Please remember that Tennessee Achieves is always here to help answer those questions. You have our entire team, you have your mentor, and you have the college faculty and staff there on your side. So you have a lot of people there to help you as you are continuing throughout your college career. Please do not ever hesitate to reach out to us because that is what we are here for. We want to help you. You will see on the screen exactly how to get in contact with us. You can send us an email, visit our website, or reach out to us on social media. We are always happy to help. And please remember that to get in touch with us, you can also simply reply to any Tennessee Achieves email or text message, and you will reach a member of our team. Class of 2021, we are so proud of you. We have thoroughly enjoyed working with you ever since your senior year of high school, and we are so excited to continue on this journey with you as you transition from high school into college and as you continue to pursue your college degree or your credential. Again, reach out to us if you need us. We are always here to help. And again, we are so very proud of you. This is the conclusion of the college meeting. You must make sure that you click next in order to be directed to the Connect survey. Again, remember, you must complete the Connect survey following this webinar in order to receive credit for viewing the webinar. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. Thank you and have a good rest of your semester.